Hey, Marvel Strike Force. I've got the Cosmic Crucible rules pulled up here for us, and I want to go over them. They changed Season 14. Not only was it delayed because of bugs, because they couldn't figure out how to matchmake everyone after the U32, then they decided that they wanted to review the outcome of how the U32 rooms performed and pull them, which is awful because these room rules were very interesting. They created awesome things in the game, and I have some theories on why they pulled them. We'll get into that. But let's go over the room rules real quick. Stage 1, they have hunting sense. On defense and offense, striker characters on successful attack apply bleed. That was the and then Raider and Skirmisher characters on successful attack apply that have bleed. They perform an ISO attack against. So this was the room rule we had in one of last season. And if you guys all remember, no one put anything interesting in that room. They all put retaliate teams, night stalkers, just things that didn't even care about the room rule. Most people didn't even change their ISO because they didn't care. They didn't even acknowledge the room rule existed. It was just a blank room. That's what we replaced our interesting room 1 with. And I'll go show you guys room 1 and room 4 when we go back in game. Stage 4 is supercharged. I believe this was Dulam's room or something very similar to it. On defense and offense, all characters using ultimate abilities spread all positive effects to adjacent allies. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less ability energy. And that room rule is fine and all, it's great, but it's nothing what we had before. It's not interesting. And we have a very troublesome character when this type of room rule exists called Kahori. And Kahori makes every defense go bleh. They're just dead. Kahori Shadow can get in there, and it doesn't matter what you put in there. It just doesn't matter. It becomes pretty much an empty room because offense is so favored in the matchup that you can't play. And that's what ends up happening. And then in which case, what do you put in there? Do you put like a Howard the Duck or Britain or something in there, and then you break up your Starjammers? Like, it's not very good conversations to go on after that, because Starjammers are that overpowered with the overpowered mechanic that I don't think that's even possible. And we'll get into that one too. But let's go look at, and we'll quickly flip over. So they just buffed Starjammers because everyone still says they suck, because they do. I covered that in a previous video. You guys can check that out. Essentially, they got a 10% buff. And I don't think it's enough to make the Starjammers good. And I think what made the Starjammers bad is they're still bad at it. And that didn't change anything. Now, this was my U32 defense. I did move the rooms to where they were for Season 14. So we had the Glass Cannon room, we had the Toxic room, and we had the Take a Moment. This was pretty much my U32 defense the entire season. Every room got beat. I never once had an opponent not clear me. They always cleared these rooms, and even in my defenses or my offenses, I always cleared my opponent. Even when I was testing things and doing stupid stuff, cancel. I was trying things. Then I went in and did one attack, almost cleared it, and then killed it. Like, it's not like I struggled at all. Even when in my bad attacks, I still killed it. And I think it was this one where I first saw the guy. Room 3. Canceled, one-shot it. I cleared these rooms without having to use anything crazy. It wasn't like it was an unreasonable room. We go look at room 1. I combat canceled, one-shot it. And it was same thing here. In the last rooms when I figured out how to do it, I came in here and one-shot it with Starjammers. Not even a good counter, I just one-shot it. I think in this one I one-shot it. I one-shot this one. And in this one I struggled a little bit more. I was, again, trying things like, I was trying to make Shuri work, and she didn't work. But again, cancel, trying things. And then I finally I accepted the attack, and then I took my win. So it never took me more than 2 attacks to do any of these rooms. And we'll go look at what the rooms were. This was that Striker, the Death Proof room. The Striker characters got 5 Death Proofs and 100% damage. And this room was the CGR room. Lower their focus by 5,000% and lower the damage by 50%. So these were the 2 rooms I used. I saw other things. We saw things like Omega Red Phoenix Force. We saw things like Illuminati Odin. We saw cool things in these rooms. We saw all kinds of different rooms here revolving around this room. We saw things like this guy. I had Illuminati Odin in there at first. This guy had S6 in there. Like, we saw different things and they were all cool. But the reason I think these rooms are getting nerfed is overpower. I think overpower existing is the reason this is getting nerfed, because I can pull the trigger on Thanos right now and make him G20, and he's better than everybody else's character in the game, unless they also played on the leaderboard. So my Thanos gains 50% increased damage. And we saw how much damage Thanos did in Room 1, and I think people would be very upset with the overpower system if they see how it actually functions. And that's what it's going to do. And it's not like I still couldn't do something like this with an overpower system. I still can. I can still put an offensed up Thanos in there and overpower you to death. Like, that's not changing anything. It's just now he doesn't have 100% increased damage. And I think this is more a testament to how terrible the overpower system is, more so than the testament to how bad that room was. Because that room really wasn't that bad. It was fun. It was interesting. It had building mechanics and counters to it with having things like Medusa in the game, things like Apocalypse, things like Ares. All those pieces worked to counter this room. And some of them I used multiple pieces. Like I think in this attack, I used multiple pieces here. I used Captain Britain, Howard the Duck. I used Ares, and I used Kahori Shadow King, and no one died. And then so like it's not like you can't do it. You can. So in one of these rooms, I used Captain Britain, I think, when I did that attack. Yeah, I used Captain Britain and Medusa, and I used Blade and Agatha with a Kestrel. So very much you can counter these rooms, and so I think pulling them is wrong. Now, the other piece that I think that's potentially going on here is they buffed Starjammers, and Starjammers already weren't good, but Starjammers can't fight into Glass Cannon, and they couldn't fight into Take a Moment. They can't fight into Take a Moment because they all do all their damage on the first turn, and they have to. They can't sit there and wait till and they go super fast. They have two different speed bar mechanics. They go super fast, so they do not function. I even tried it. I tried to do it into this last room just for the test. I was curious. I went in here and I tried, not defense, offense. I went and tried to do it, and it didn't work well. I combat canceled immediately. I knew what I did. I even tried with the 2-diamond Lilandra. It just didn't work. So I tried that, and I knew that didn't work. But I knew it when I was going into it, when I was trying it. I was curious. I think I dropped an attack somewhere else that made me want to do that. But those two rooms, they don't work into. We know that. And that's okay. But just ruining the room rules to make your overpowered system not look overpowered, and to make your Starjammers team, which is still not good, by the way, look better than it is kind of just gross, especially at the sake of fun in the game. And I think that's exactly what they have going on, and I think they are making the wrong choice by nerfing room rules and making it so that we have just kind of yucky room rules across the board, because we're now going to have that Striker room here. We're going to have Turtle Shell, which might be an okay-ish room. It's not likely. Toxic, which is not a great room. We're going to have that Ultimate Ability room, which is going to make like a Kahori team in here. This room has nothing we can do because we have no relevant mutant characters right now. And this room might be a little bit interesting. This might be the best room we have now, which is made by the content creators. So I think Season 14 is screwed if they don't revert this. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like these changes? I'm personally advocating for them to revert it. I think it's terrible, and I think it's going to make Season 14 feel very not fun. I'm starting to check out other games. If you saw my last video, I'm starting to check out Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm not happy with the state of Marvel Strike Force right now. And I'm still covering the game. I'm still going to check it out. I'm still going to try to do the best I can in the overpowered world. I'm here to win. I enjoy the game, but I want Scopely to make better choices. And right now, I feel like the last few have not been good. The Vigilante team, the Starjammers, the overpowered system, those aren't good. The Chaotic Raid, I do like that. I think it's good. This season change, this is terrible. Um, they need to get their act together, and we're not there right now. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Do you guys like these changes? The more we can vocalize what's going on, the more likely we are to get it reverted so that we can play the season 14 that we were all excited to play.